BOR, welcome to high school hockey action on CVTsport.net and CVTV723.org. We've got Saturday afternoon girls hockey action as the Spaulding Crimson Tide ready to take on the Kingdom Blades from the Northeast Kingdom. We'll have your national anthem, then we'll come back with a quick pregame, and we'll face it off with girls hockey action for you on CVTsport.net. With the playing of our national anthem, getting ready to face it off, girls hockey action on CVTsport.net. Jim Severance along with our crew. Our producer is Michael Deering, and it's Ben Brown on camera. Records coming into this one. The Kingdom Blades off to a great start. They are 3-0 on the season. In fact, they only surrendered one goal so far the entire season. That was in a 3-1 victory over CVU MMU. Crimson Tide come in with a 2-0 record. Last Saturday they had that 10-0 win over Harwood, and the other Spaulding Crimson Tide girls game was a 7-5 win over the Rice Green Knights. A very different Spaulding Crimson Tide girls team than what we saw last year that won the D1 championship game. 5 seniors graduated and 3 eighth graders went to prep school, so you are -8. They brought in a few new players, not a lot, and one thing that Spaulding did this year, they started a co-op. There are 3 members, there are 3 Northfield Marauders on the Spaulding squad. For the Kingdom Blades, the word to describe them, this team is stacked. Probably one of the best teams, if not going to battle for the D1 championship. A stacked team. It features girls from different schools: North Country, Linden, St.Johnsbury, the entire kingdom. A number of girls, I'd say probably 5 or 6, very skilled. They're going to go up and down the ice very quickly. We'll run down your opening lineups, and then we get a break. We'll do everyone. But top unit is centered for the Blades by Isabella Butler. She skates with Alexandria Mosher and Brooklyn Souvenir. Morgan Brevard and Gabby Griffith on D, and Taylor Blaze and net. We get to the Crimson Tide shortly as the puck is on the ice, and we are underway. And right off the bat, they throw it toward the front of the net. Now a second shot is deflected, and that's the first save of the game is Gabrielle Bach, who is one of the Northfield Marauders on the Crimson Tide squad. She is the only goaltender, and she has to see a shot her way immediately. Just underway with girls hockey action, goes into the Tide zone. It is Lunt in the corner. We'll try to dig it out. Crimson Tide are able to work it out. Now Gracie Lunt backhands it through. It's going to be tapped in by Riley Pelletier. Goes down in to the Kingdom Blade zone, and they will start their breakout. Gabby Griffith goes off the boards. It's chipped into the zone. Lainey Thayer will stick it wide as Isabel Goudreau right in back of her. Now it's taken away by the Crimson Tide. Here comes Aubrey Trombley. Trombley skates in. She'll fire it down low. Allison French in back of the net trying to get it, but that's worked around and passed around and working out with some good speed. The Kingdom Blades come in as Lainey Thayer got a stick on the Kingdom Blade player that was breaking in with some good speed through center ice. Blades will try again. A player to keep an eye on is number 11, Ella Blaze, who had 29 goals last season for the Kingdom Blades. It's a young squad, and like we said, they are very skilled. Puck is in the corner. Crimson Tide try to break it out, trying to get a pass over to Riley Pelletier. Now they will work it around. The Crimson Tide this year a little short on defense. Really only 3 experienced defensemen as the numbers are down. And they were able to get 3 girls from Northfield to bring the numbers up slightly, but not as deep a squad as we saw last year for the Crimson Tide. Trying to break the puck out, but it's taken away. That's Ellie Parker, wears number 17. Now a centering pass in front of the net, couldn't get the redirect. Pelletier for the Crimson Tide gets a little skating room. She was looking for a long breakout pass. It was knocked off the stick. Tide will try to keep it in. Ruby Harrington, one of the experienced players for the Crimson Tide, wears number 3 touching the puck. And breaking the other way are the Kingdom Blades, a 2-on-1. They try to center it to Blaze, right behind her though. Pressure in the corner by Goudreau, trying to go back to Blaze. Her shot is blocked. Blaze's shot by the Crimson Tide is blocked. And that'll be an icing on the Spaulding Crimson Tide. Crimson Tide's top unit, Ruby Harrington with Riley Pelletier and Ellie Parker. Second unit, Lily Mayo with Aubrey Trombley and Allison French. We'll also see Mary Iacovoni and Avery Burke in for the Crimson Tide on forward. Defensive pairings, Gracie Lunt with Lainey Thayer and Finley Boyd with Mackenzie Murray. As we mentioned, Gabrielle Bach in net. We'll get to the rest of the lines for the Kingdom Blades during the next stoppage of play. Thayer is off the bench. And we are going to get that stoppage of play. We mentioned the top line for the Kingdom Blades, Isabella Butler with Brooklyn Schwanier and Alexandria Mosher. Second unit is Ella Blaze with Isabel Goudreau and Randy Fortin. Third unit is Kennedy Perigo with Micaiah Bowman and Alexis Bartley. And we may see a fourth unit, a Cleo Steele with Brooke Pelletier and Seuss Alders. We'll get to the defensive pairings during the next break as the puck is tipped into the Kingdom Blade zone. They will circle around and fire it out. Goes on the stick of Gracie Lunt, who comes back to the Crimson Tide as one of the more experienced defensemen, now a sophomore. Allison French able to fire it down into the Kingdom Blade zone. It is Taylor Blaze in net for the Kingdom Blades. And this time it'll be the Kingdom Blades icing the puck with 11:15 to go first period, no score. We mentioned the records coming in 3-0 for the Kingdom Blades, including an impressive 3-1 victory over the Cougar Hawks in this early season. Final games for all these teams before we celebrate Christmas coming up. Stolen away by the Crimson Tide. Lainey Thayer tries to get a shot off. It's blocked. Now she throws it in front of the net. Loose puck trickling in front of the net. And the Crimson Tide couldn't get a stick on it. Definitely Spaulding's best scoring opportunity. And it was set up by Lainey Thayer. Taylor Blaze got a piece of that puck, but it deflected over into the far side. But no Crimson Tide player there to pop that in the net. Ruby Harrington on the draw for the Crimson Tide. Harrington with Parker and Pelletier. Butler with Schwanier and Mosher for the Kingdom Blades. And we're seeing some of that Kingdom Blades speed. Puck was just tipped in back of the net. They will try to dig it out of the corner and throw it out front. Puck is knocked down by the Crimson Tide, circling around again. Trying to trickle that puck through, but the puck is taken away. As Brooklyn Schwanier tried to center up that one. Thayer for the Crimson Tide was looking for Allison French. Pass was ahead of her. It's going to be picked up deep in the zone, clearing around. Now stolen away. Here's Lily Mayo. Her shot is knocked down. Blades get it out to Alexis Bartley. Bartley stops. Circles, going to go back to the point. Taken away, though, by French. She clears it out. Puck goes on the stick of Gabby Griffith. And she will throw it right back in. Finley Boyd, playing defense for the Crimson Tide, tries to get it out. Crimson Tide quickly clearing it out of the zone. Kingdom Blades are trying to get set up again. Here comes Trombley for the Spaulding Crimson Tide. It'll be backhanded down low. Chasing for the puck is Ruby Harrington. Puck is circled around, kept in though by Spaulding. Blades will work it around the other way, trying to get it over to Randy Fortin. Jamming along the boards, trying to kick it out, and they're able to get the puck out. And right as she had the puck maneuvering around, Ellie Parker had the puck, was trying to maneuver around a player, but we're going to see our first penalty, I believe, of the game. And it is going to be Ruby Harrington. Blades will go on a power play. Ruby Harrington will go, I believe, for interference at the 8:50 mark of the first period. Ella Blaze to take the draw for the Kingdom Blades. Blades will try to set up at the point. Quick snapshot is blocked, and a break for the Crimson Tide as French is in. Had a split second, couldn't get the puck in the skate, so she couldn't walk in clean short-handed. And again, Allison French, good shift, as she's just going to fire it down and kill off more time. 30 seconds gone on the Kingdom Blade power play. Skating it right out front for a shot, and a nice save by Bach. Good setup there. The play was set up by Randy Fortin. Now they go back to the point for a shot just wide of the net. That's Brianna Waterman. They use their points again. Now they try to work it over into the near corner. Blaze tries to center it. Lainey Thayer gets a piece of it, and she is able to clear it out. Crimson Tide have killed off the first minute of this power play. Ellie Parker gets a stick on the puck, dragging some time away. Here come the Kingdom Blades, two defenders back. Puck is in the corner. Now the Blades throw it right out front. Now they're going to go back to the point for a shot. Blocked by the Crimson Tide. Getting a piece of that is Gracie Lunt. Blades go back to the point, but it's going to be right on a Crimson Tide stick, and they are able to clear it out. Waterman with the puck. Waterman trying to get it over to Butler. Bounces off the boards. Puck is going to be picked up by Brooklyn Swanier. Comes in, gets the pad of Bach. Goes wide of the net. Penalized player Harrington is back on as Blades try to center the puck. Crimson Tide doing a good job knocking everything down they can that's thrown toward the front of the net. Blades, though, get a nice pass over to Goudreau. Off the pad, Bach is down again. It goes wide. Beautiful setup there for Isabella Goudreau. 6:18 to go, period. Another shot and a nice save by Gabrielle Bach. Freshman goaltender for the Spaulding Crimson Tide. One of the Northfield Marauders on this squad. Now it's Iacovoni on the draw for Spaulding. Puck is centered. Ella Blaze centered that one over to Randy Fortin. Just missed. Crimson Tide trying to knock the puck down. Now Thayer off the boards. Puck is going to go on Fortin's stick, though. Corrals the puck, then it's tipped away by the Crimson Tide's Finley Boyd. And I was following the play. We're going to see a Kingdom Blade penalty, I believe. Definitely. So the Crimson Tide will go on a power play. Finley Boyd was bringing the puck up the boards. And that's where she was taken down by Sarah Tanner, who wears number 7. Versatile player Tanner is. She also plays some goal, but she's going to be in the penalty box for the next 2 minutes. Tied on the power play. Got to be careful, though, of this Blade shorthanded attack. Here's Lunt. Lunt skates it in, fires it down low. Parker's going to try to dig it out of the corner. And the Blades are able to backhand it out. Gabrielle Griffith fires it down into the Crimson Tide zone. Gracie Lunt looking for Ellie Parker. Parker stops. She'll set up again, goes back to Lunt. For French. It's going to go on a Blade stick, though, and it's going to be fired down by Brooklyn Swanier. Thayer over to French. French trying to use the boards, get it over to Harrington. Ruby Harrington had a couple of goals in the last game. Nice move by Harrington. The shot is wide. Looked for a second like there was going to be some open net there for Ellie Parker. Parker throws it right through and sprawling out. Tough angle save there for Taylor Blaze as you see it on the replay. We'll pick that up next time. Trying to use all the high-tech effects. We'll get them down. Ruby Harrington on the draw. 48 to go on the power play. 4:19 to go in the first period. Harrington on the draw, gets it back to Lunt. Gracie Lunt looking for the open player. Harrington shot is blocked, though. Nice setup by the Crimson Tide. But the Kingdom Blade stacking it a little bit and coming up with the block. Now Thayer is going to let the shot go. It's knocked down, and it's going to be cleared out. Kingdom Blades get a fresh unit out there. 14 to go on the power play. Puck is stolen away. Here comes Ella Blaze getting a stick on it. Bouncing puck. She corrals it again. It's going to be Ella Blaze in the corner with Lainey Thayer. Thayer comes out with the puck, but it's kept in at the point. Loose puck there, and Lunt is able to muscle that puck out of the zone, and Spaulding will clear it. It's going to be icing, though, on the Spaulding Crimson Tide. Each team with a power play so far in this one. Fairly even first period. Shots will probably favor the Kingdom Blades. Crimson Tide, for the most part, will only use 2 lines. We'll see a couple of players worked in, as we already have seen, where the Blades may go 3 deep. Firing the puck around the boards. Bouncing puck. Allison French tries to get it out. The puck is backhanded back in. French will try to throw it down low, and it is thrown down by Trombley. Kingdom Blades go the other way. They fire it in. It's Mackenzie Murray in back of the net. And we're going to see, I believe, it's probably going to be a hook. The stick was up, and the Crimson Tide again will go on the power play. And it is the second penalty on Tanner for the Kingdom Blades. Got the stick up right around the arm area. Crimson Tide will go on the power play. Lainey Thayer with a bouncing puck that trickles wide. Ellie Parker digs it out of the corner. Puck is taken back, though, by the Blades. Fired out, but stopped by Lunt. Now here comes Thayer again. Her shot is blocked. It's a bouncing puck. It's going to go over the stick, and look out. I believe it's Goudreau comes in, or actually it's Mosher comes in, and a save by Bach. Alexandria Mosher breaks in and gets the shot off. As a broadcaster, these jerseys for the Kingdom Blades are not my favorites, especially when the shirt is tucked in. And unfortunately, we see that for a couple of players, but Blade, I think Mosher and Goudreau, apologies if I mix those two up, but it's tough to tell them apart. Crimson Tide still on a power play. Ellie Parker was looking for the Crimson Tide's Riley Pelletier. Pelletier along the boards. Tide tries to force it toward the front of the net. It's going to be cleared down. Stopped by Bach. 50 to go on the power play. The penalty to Tanner. Here's Ellie Parker. Nice cross-ice pass. Parker gets it over to Pelletier. Pelletier drop pass to Harrington. Harrington still with the puck on her stick. She'll go back to Lainey Thayer for a shot. That is blocked. Open ice there for the Kingdom Blades to fire it down. 23 to go on the power play. Lunt looking for French. French collides at center ice with a Kingdom Blade. Crimson Tide are onside, coming in. Shot is just wide by Thayer. She had a nice look as she broke in. Now Thayer again fires it toward the front of the net at a player out front. That was Trombley. Another shot and a nice glove save. Crimson Tide getting some firepower there on even strength play. And you can see just flashing a little leather right there, stretching out. Only 11 to go in the first period. Tide gets it back to the point. Lunt now fires it. That's going to be knocked down. And the first period runs out. We play through a scoreless first period between the Spaulding Crimson Tide and the Kingdom Blades. Saturday afternoon high school hockey on CVTsport.net. You heard the shots there. Kingdom Blades with a couple more, 10, and the Crimson Tide with 8 on the scoreboard. No score yet between the Kingdom Blades and the Spaulding Crimson Tide. High school hockey action on CVTsport.net and CVTV723.org. Jim Severance along with Ben Brown and Michael Deering. We'll take a break and we'll come back with second period action for you very shortly.
Made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels, located in East Montpelier, Vermont. Packard Fuels is a proud supporter of local athletics and community events. Packard Fuels provides home heating oil and service throughout central Vermont. Owned by Ellery Packard III, Packard Fuels, 802-262-3835. Packard Fuels, keeping you warm. This game was made possible by Tournament Specialties, Central Vermont's corporate and team apparel specialists. If you are looking for an updated look for your business or want the latest look for your sports team, Tournament Specialties is the place to contact. Along with their embroidery and ink decorating services, they also work with groups who want a storefront to sell their items. A great way to fundraise without upfront cost and risk. Email Jeff at Tournament Specialties to learn more. tournamentdesigns@gmail.com.
Mark and I worked at Berrytown Elementary School when we were in college. We're both very family-oriented and community-driven.
Barry has a special place in our heart, obviously being our hometown.
When I met Mark and Ruben, they were college grads. 7 years later, they manage over 750 units in Vermont. In their spare time, they give back to the people they grew up with.
There are people in our community who are battling childhood cancer. This organization doesn't just financially fund their hospital bills, we actually help them out with the day-to-day expenses.
Local business owners, local community members, just a lot of local people that are congregating to help raise a lot of money for these families.
In small towns everywhere across America, this story gets repeated over and over. Local businesses coming together to support their friends, neighbors, and customers.
Our priorities and the bank's priorities align. We're all trying to make the community a better place.
This game is made possible by CVTV723.org. If you want to support live-streamed Spaulding High School sports, please go to CVTV723.org and look for the Donate Now tab.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org, and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
From the Barry BOR, teams are back out on the ice. The Spaulding Crimson Tide and the Kingdom Blades. Very shortly, second period action. No score in this one. Shots on goal in the first period. The Blades with 10 and the Crimson Tide with 8. Power plays in the first period. The Tide had 2 and the Blades had 1. But on the scoreboard so far, the goaltenders for the Crimson Tide, Gabrielle Bach, and for the Blades, Taylor Blaze, have stopped everything that has been thrown their way. Our next broadcast won't be until next Saturday. We got a doubleheader here at the Barry BOR next Saturday as the BFA Comets and the BFA Bobwhites come down. It's a girls-boys doubleheader. It'll be high school hockey just before we get ready for the New Year's weekend. And, of course, this game getting ready for the Christmas weekend here in central Vermont, a weekend where 2 weeks ago you would have said it's going to be a white Christmas everywhere. And I haven't been up to the Kingdom. I'm sure up at J Peak Ski area it's probably a white Christmas, but around here in central Vermont, a lot of green, and that's my guess probably up where most of these Kingdom Blade players come from. It's still green out there. Players are ready to take the draw to open up the second period. It'll be Ruby Harrington. Harrington against Isabella Butler. Puck is on the ice, and we're underway. Kingdom Blades throw it back to their defense. Gabrielle Griffith in back of the net. They would try to start their breakout. That'll be a quick icing, though, to start off this second period. We mentioned the records coming in. Blades at 3-0 on the season. They've only surrendered 1 goal the entire season in their first 3 games. And the Crimson Tide come in at 2-0 on the season. It'll be Harrington again and Butler on the draw. And Butler is waved out. Harrington wins the faceoff. They go back to Gracie Lunt. Lunt fires it wide, goes off the boards. Now they go back to Lainey Thayer. Thayer is going to work it down low to Pelletier. Pelletier in the corner. Centering pass is knocked down. Crimson Tide, though, used the stick to keep it in. It's Harrington in the corner. Harrington is taken down. Puck is kept in by Lunt as she fires it around the boards. Now it's Griffith in the corner, battling with Harrington. Griffith will circle back, looking for Swanier. Swanier along the blue line, tries to get it out. Taken right back by Ruby Harrington. Nice cut by Harrington, shot on. And a save by Blaze in net. First minute and a half of this period has been played in the Kingdom Blades zone. It'll go out of the zone here. Gracie Lunt, though, will get to the puck. It's a puck for the Crimson Tide. Looking for Allison French. She can't knock it down with the stick. Now Swanier's pass is going to be knocked down by the Crimson Tide. Puck is going to be fired down by Griffith. That'll be icing, though, on the Kingdom Blades with 13-12 to go. Second period, no score. It's kind of difficult to explain how they're doing the girls' playoffs this season. It would take an hour for me to describe it, but basically the Kingdom Blades are a Division I team, and Spaulding's is also a Division I team. Kingdom Blades last year made it to the state championship as a D2 squad. Shot from the point from Lund is knocked down. Pelletier will throw it down low. Blades in their own zone, try to work it around the boards. Goudreau will try to chip it out. It was on the stick of Ella Blaze, both taken right back. And nice move by Riley Pelletier to pick up that loose puck. Pelletier tries to split around the defenseman Tanner. That pass was looking for Ella Blaze. They'll wave off icing. Crimson Tide will get to the puck first. Finley Boyd fires it out to Trombley. Trombley fires it in and then takes a spill right into the boards. Lily Mayo tried to center that. Now the Blades with numbers. They'll go the other way. Rushing in, and a nice save by the Crimson Tide. Glove save by Gabrielle Bach. We've seen both of the goalies flash some leather, and you'll see it right here as she comes in from the angle, lets it go. Glove is out. Nice save there. 11:58 to go. Puck is going to be using the skate to kind of deflect it to the side by Thayer. That'll be icing. Without the member-to-member deal with Northfield High School, the Crimson Tide this year were left with no goaltender, with the two senior goaltenders graduating last year. But luckily, one of the three players that came over from Northfield this year was a goaltender. And she's made some difficult saves in this one early. Griffith, the defenseman, works it around. Blades try to center, have a player in front for the redirect. That was Brooklyn Swanier. Circling back is Morgan Rivard. Rivard gets it out. Crimson Tide, though, and Mackenzie Murray will try to keep it in. Goudreau banks it off the boards. Picked up, though, by Harrington. Harrington, nice quick move. Ruby Harrington comes back with speed. No help for Harrington, though, as she stalls some time. Circles a couple of times. Does not give up on the puck. Brooklyn Swanier banks it off the boards. And breaking in, it's Butler. Butler's shot getting a piece of that was Thayer. Griffith, who logs a lot of ice time for the Kingdom Blades on D, has a puck tipped into the Kingdom Blade zone. Griffith in back of the net. Ellie Parker trying to take it away. And that'll be icing. Played just about 5 minutes here in the second period. At the 10:08 mark to go, still no score between the Crimson Tide and the Kingdom Blades. There's been a few scoring opportunities. So far, the goalies have been good. Puck is tipped away by Ella Blaze. Ready to fire that shot was Trombley, but Blaze got a piece of that one, as Trombley would have had a nice look. That time the pass looking for Lily Mayo. Swanier will back it down. Ella Blaze tries to cut around one player. Now Ella Blaze with the puck, and that one was right into Gabrielle Bach, who comes up with the save. You can see a quick deke there by Ella Blaze, but she fired it right into the goaltender that time. Kennedy Perigo on the draw, as we're seeing the third unit for the Kingdom Blades out there. Harrington off the boards as she was looking for Riley Pelletier. Ellie Parker battling along the boards for the Crimson Tide. She'll have to get back to get on sides. Ruby Harrington almost gets to the puck. However, breaking the other way Good poke check there by Lainey Thayer to take that puck away from, I believe, Griffith. Now Murray looks up. Jamming in front of the Kingdom Blade bench. Blades are coached by Sean Mosher along with Ed Goudreau and Nate Schwanier. Crimson Tide coached by Dave Lawrence along with Brian Wilkin and Ashley Pelkey. And I believe it's, I think Raina Long is helping out with the goaltenders this season. Former Crimson Tide goalie from last year. Covering up is Gabrielle Bach. Isabella Butler to take the draw. Loose in front, deflected off Bach. That time she did not corral the puck, and there was a second chance there. And there haven't been a lot of second chance opportunities for either team. The goaltenders have been hanging on to the puck, playing hard on it. Player in front of the net. That time they tried to center it for Schwanier. Puck is going to be tipped out. Trombley comes in with speed. That shot goes off the goaltender, Taylor Blaze. Now a centering pass for the Crimson Tide. It's going to be cleared out, though. Blunt gets it over to Boyd. Boyd off the boards. Jam up in front of the Crimson Tide bench. Boyd again was looking for Trombley. Ruby Harrington will get to this one with good speed, but a couple of defenders back. Harrington gets the shot off as Brianna Waterman, though, cut down her angle. Now French, Allison French, trying to go back to Lainey Thayer for the pass. It's going to be tipped away. Now we have numbers here as the Kingdom Blades are going to come in clean, and a save by Bach. A jam at the rebound for a split second. And quickly the Crimson Tide clearing out the slot area, as she pretty much had that puck grabbed in the glove. And as a result of that, the Crimson Tide are going to draw a roughing penalty, and Lainey Thayer is going to go into the penalty box. 7:08 to go, second period. Blades go on the power play. Second power play opportunity for the Kingdom Blades. The first one, Crimson Tide did a good job on the PK. Centering pass, there's no one there, but it's kept at the point. Crimson Tide able to knock that down. A second chance is blocked. Parker can't get it out. It's going to be kept in by Griffith. Bouncing puck toward the front of the net. Again, Griffith has a look. She throws it. This time it's on a Crimson Tide stick, and they are able to clear it out. Ruby Harrington will fire it down. 1:20 to go on the power play. It's Waterman for the Kingdom Blades. Brianna Waterman looking for Butler. It went over her stick, though. Lunt is able to get it out over the blue line. And right in front of the bench. Offsides.
If you're not ever a chance to get to the game here, you can always watch it on TV free. CBTsports.net. All you gotta do is go to www.cbtsports.net. Click on the Under Games link tab. You can watch the game free.
That is where you find the games. Face-off controlled into the Crimson Tide zone. They are shorthanded. Ellie Parker works it out. Here comes Isabel Goudreau breaking the other way. Cuts over the blue line. Backhands it around for a wide open shot. Blocked in front of the net. Golden scoring opportunity for Schwanier. 31 to go on the Blade power play, and that's going to be offsides. Just bounced outside the blue line. Tide changing things up. Ella Blaze will take the draw. Blaze with Swanier and Mosher. $19 to go power play. Trying to center the puck was Mosher. Now it goes back to the point. Griffith fires it over to Ella Blaze. Puck is cleared out by the Crimson Tide. And Laney Thayer back out on the ice. The Crimson Tide kill off the power play. Second time they've done that this game. Now it's Ellie Parker. Tries to get it around, but the puck is kept in by the Blades. Knocked down on the way in by Laney Thayer. Tide looking to change things up, so they'll fire it out. Gabrielle Griffith fires it back to Waterman. That banks off the boards, looking for Alexis Bartley. Blades try to center the puck. This time there's nobody there. Laney Thayer can't get it out. Ella Blaze in the corner, tries to work it out front. Puck will be cleared out. It's Sarah Tanner now. Tanner goes off the boards. Nice pass. Gets it over to Boltman. Puck is in the corner. Now they go back to Tanner. That shot is knocked down on the way by Thayer. French and Micaiah Boltman will battle for the puck. Now it's Laney Thayer, works it around the boards. Crimson Tide having trouble getting it out. As Tanner keeps it in, Crimson Tide will get it over the blue line. Long pass to the open player, cutting around, that's Micaiah Boltman. Now Allison French with the puck. Taken away. Right in front, and a save by Bach. Golden scoring opportunity with a clean shot. Crimson Tide maybe a little gassed out there, playing a lesser lineup, but they get a break here on a changeup. They're going to come in with a potential 3-on-0. Back to Ruby Harrington for a shot, and a save by Taylor Blaze on a good scoring opportunity for Ruby Harrington for the Crimson Tide. Murray gets the puck over to Trombley. Trombley tries to fire it in. Murray again with an inner skates. Good job to keep that puck in. Blades looking to start their breakout, and with a changeup, they're going to come in with a 2-on-1. Puck is tipped away, though, by Gracie Lunt. Got back on D. Play is opening up in these final moments. Pass there, get it over to Iacovoni. It's knocked off her stick. Griffith now trying to go around the boards. Getting the pass over to Butler, goes over her stick. Little ragged play at center ice now with the first period winding down, 1:28 to go. Grabbing the puck for the Crimson Tide is Boyd. She will fire it in. Ella Blaze has the puck tipped away. Avery Burke tried to maneuver around a player. Now Gracie Lunt trying to work it in. Kept in, but then a good job with the stick is Riley Pelletier to stop that break as we're down now to the final minute of the second period. Still nobody able to light the lamp yet in this one. Here's Randy Fortin. Cutting through, gets it to Goudreau. Goudreau is in tight, and she scores! Isabel Goudreau scores with 43 seconds to go. And the Kingdom Blades take a 1-0 lead. As they skate back to the bench. Comes from a hockey family in the NEK. Ella Blaze will pick up the assist on that one. I believe Griffith gets the other one. Now it's Goudreau in the corner again. Works it back to the point. That's where this team is so dangerous. They get one, and they can come back with another quickie. It was Randy Fortin getting that second assist on the goal by Goudreau. 18 to go, period. Crimson Tide will try to do one more burst. It's Ellie Parker along the boards, but a couple of defenders there. Allison French will try to fire it down low. Puck is going to be trapped up along the boards. Blades will come away with it, but that is it for the second period. So we get all the way down to the 43-second mark of the second period. And finally, it's the Blades putting the puck in the net on the goal from Isabel Goudreau from Ella Blaze and Randy Fortin. And that is it. After 2 periods of play, it's a Kingdom Blades 1 and the Crimson Tide nothing. It's high school hockey action on cvtsport.net and cvtv723.org. We'll take a break and we'll come back for third period action shortly.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org, and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
At the same time through the early college program. They can even stay at CCV and earn a free associate degree through the McClure Free Degree Promise. Learn more at gotocollegevt.org.
Made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels. Located in East Montpelier, Vermont, Packard Fuels is a proud supporter of local athletics and community events. Packard Fuels provides home heating oil and service throughout central Vermont. Owned by Ellery Packard III, Packard Fuels, 802-262-3835. Packard Fuels, keeping you warm. This game was made possible by Tournament Specialties, Central Vermont's corporate and team apparel specialists. If you are looking for an updated look for your business or want the latest look for your sports team, Tournament Specialties is the place to contact. Along with their embroidery and ink decorating services, they also work with groups who want a storefront to sell their items. A great way to fundraise without upfront cost and risk. Email Jeff at Tournament Specialties to learn more. tournamentdesigns@gmail.com.
Mark and I worked at Berrytown Elementary School when we were in college. We're both very family-oriented and community-driven.
Barry has a special place in our heart, obviously being our hometown.
When I met Mark and Ruben, they were college grads. 7 years later, they manage over 750 units in Vermont. In their spare time, they give back to the people they grew up with.
There are people in our community who are battling childhood cancer. This organization doesn't just financially fund their hospital bills, we actually help them out with the day-to-day expenses.
Local business owners, local community members, just a lot of local people that are congregating to help raise a lot of money for these families.
In small towns everywhere across America, this story gets repeated over and over. Local businesses coming together to support their friends, neighbors, and customers.
Our priorities and the bank's priorities align. We're all trying to make the community a better place.
This game is made possible by CVTV723.org. If you want to support live-streamed Spaulding High School sports, please go to CVTV723.org and look for the Donate Now tab.
From the Barry BOR, getting ready for third period action, the Spaulding Crimson Tide and the Kingdom Blades. After 2 periods of play, the Kingdom Blades lead it by a score of 1-0, scoring late in the second period. Jim Severance along with our broadcast crew, Michael Deering and Ben Brown. We appreciate everyone checking out our broadcast, and you can always communicate with us here at ice level at the Barry BOR. The best way to do it is my email address that I reserve only for high school hockey info, and it is my name, Jim Severance, Severance, at iCloud.com. Jim Severance at iCloud.com. Maybe you're a grandparent watching the game down in a warmer climate. We love to hear your comments, as we're going to be here all season long, bringing you both Crimson Tide boys and girls hockey action. All right, let's recap the second period, and we kind of thought we were going to go into the intermission a scoreless game, but the puck was picked up at center ice, and I talked a lot about the speed from the Kingdom Blade players, and it's not one or two. There's a lot of shifty players out there, and the puck was picked up by Isabel Goudreau, and she carried it in and put her team on top. As we see this play develop at center ice, Goodspeed comes in and fires it, and that's where we stand, 1-0, as Goudreau gets the goal from Ella Blaze, and Randy Fortin came at the 43-second mark, 43 seconds to go in the period. We mentioned that maybe the Crimson Tide were worn down a little bit, playing a few less players, but the Crimson Tide actually had a spurt with about 2 minutes to go in the second period. However, players back out on the ice. It's Harrington on the draw for the Crimson Tide, and we are underway with the third period as Spaulding will have to play from behind. Here's Ella Blaze. Shot is blocked by Gracie Lunt. Blaze picks up the rebound. Second chance, getting a pad on it, I believe, was Bach. And Spaulding will break the other way. Ruby Harrington will fire it down. Ellie Parker tries to dig it out of the corner. Kingdom Blades get there first. Puck is stolen away by the Crimson Tide, but a shot block on a Ruby Harrington attempt. Thayer goes off the boards to Parker. Ellie Parker battling at center ice with Morgan Rivard. And the Blades come away with it, stolen right back by the Crimson Tide, and then right back by the Kingdom Blades as they will break the other way. This will be icing on the Kingdom Blades. 14:03 to go, third period. Blades are up by 1. It'll be Lily Mayo on the draw, I believe against Butler for the Kingdom Blades. Face-off win, tried to get it over to French, but the shot was blocked. Trombley tries to center it. It's loose in front of Taylor Blaze, and she is able to cover up the near side as the Crimson Tide kind of put a dribbler up toward the net, but made it all the way through. But the goaltender, Taylor Blaze, comes up with the save. Another face-off win for the Crimson Tide, went right on Allison French's stick. The face-off win by Mayo. Now Boyd keeps it in. Goes back to Finley Boyd. And this is going to be a break for the Kingdom Blades. Getting a stick in there is Lainey Thayer, though, as Brooklyn Swanier tried to break in. And we got a whistle here as 2 players go into the Crimson Tide net. And Lainey Thayer may have gone in a little bit harder than the Kingdom Blade player. There is going to be a break in the action here at the Barry BOR with the injury. So we're going to take a timeout here for a few commercials. We'll be right back with high school hockey action.
Vermont middle and high school students can start college for free at the Community College of Vermont. Get a taste of college life and learn about options after high school by attending an Access Day and enrolling in our Intro to College and Careers class. Juniors and seniors are eligible for 2 dual enrollment vouchers, each good for 1 free CCV course. And seniors can complete their last year of high school and first year of college at the same time through the early college program. They can even stay at CCV and earn a free associate degree through the McClure Free Degree Promise. Learn more at gotocollegevt.org.
Made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels, located in East Montpelier, Vermont. Packard Fuels.
We are back here at the Barry BOR. Lainey Thayer is up for the Crimson Tide and sitting on the bench as she skated off slowly. So she will take a break here. Spaulding Crimson Tide will change things up. Kingdom Blades are up by 1. 13:32 to go, third period. Ella Blaze on the draw with Fortin and Goudreau. Loose puck. And Randy Fortin's shot was deflected as it came through. The Blades buzzing around, and then the puck is taken away. And Riley Pelletier with the puck. Pelletier, nice cross-ice pass. It's going to be just ahead of Ellie Parker. Spaulding with a potential 2-on-1. They did have a 2-on-1, but couldn't convert on it. And speaking of 2-on-1s, we're going to go the other way. Cutting through, but losing the puck into the zone was Ella Blaze. She will go back to the point, though, so fire it down low to Morgan Rivard. Centering pass is knocked down, but Rivard will keep it in. So go over to the other point, that's Griffith. Now Lunt for the Crimson Tide was looking for Ellie Parker, goes over her stick. It's picked up by Griffith. So go over to Rivard, who juggles the puck a little bit, but is able to reverse it around. Gabrielle Griffith, long shot. Bach with the save, and she's going to corral that rebound with a player cruising in right in front of her. That was Alexandria Mosher. Schwanier on the draw for the Kingdom Blades. Passing it over to Waterman, but it's knocked down. Trombley will try to gather the puck in the Kingdom Blade zone. French tried to chip it in front of the net. Trombley in the corner. It's Tremblay. Tremblay in the corner. It's fired back out to center ice. Crimson Tide will work it off the boards. It's Tremblay trying to go cross ice, but the pass is tipped away. Now French will fire it down low. Puck is going to be picked up by Brianna Waterman. Waterman going around the boards, trying to get that pass over to Kennedy Perigo. Here's Lunt now for the Crimson Tide. French will chip it in. First to get to the puck is Griffith. Griffith in her own zone. Kingdom Blades will work it out to center ice. Spaulding coming back the other way. Here's Ruby Harrington, couple of defenders back. Harrington is going to go wide. Harrington trying to cut toward the front of the net. However, Griffith is able to tie her up. And the puck will be cleared right back to Lainey Thayer, who didn't spend very much time on the bench. She's back out there to play after that collision in back of the net. In fact, she picks up the puck in the corner. Centering pass for Ruby Harrington, who fires a snapshot and a glove save by Taylor Blaze. Harrington had a lot on that quick shot. Now the puck is going to be picked up. Chasing into the zone, it's Alexis Bartley. However, Thayer can get there first. Puck is in the corner, trying to dig it around. Is Micaiah Bowman. Puck goes right in front of the Crimson Tide bench. Bowman with it, but is taken back by the Crimson Tide. Mayo looking for French. Mayo uses her skates to keep it in the zone. Randy Fortin up the boards. Puck is tipped away, though, from Fortin. Blades come back with it. Now it's Boyd with it. Boyd goes off the boards, looking for French. Boyd will direct it over into the corner, but it's going to be picked up by the Kingdom Blades. Have a player out in front, had Randy Fortin open in front of the net. Now Tanner, nice crisp pass. And walking in, a quick shot. Boyd with a high save. A juicy rebound there, but nobody there to pick it up. On that shot from Ella Blaze, had a golden opportunity there as she goes down. And she'll skate off. Walked right in. Kingdom Blades keep the pressure on. But the Crimson Tide will go the other way, and they're looking for a changeup. They will ice it. With 8:37 to go, third period. Kingdom Blades on the Isabel Goudreau goal, lead it 1-0. Swinier on the draw for the Kingdom Blades. Goes back to the point. Bouncing puck is going to go over into the near side. Mosher will try to dig it out. Tide looking for the breaking player. That was Riley Pelletier. Pelletier has it, but taken right back. And cutting the other way is Morgan Rivard. Puck is going to be tipped away by the Crimson Tide. Perrigo in the corner will try to get it out. Players continue on, and they touch up. And we are going to see a penalty. And it's going to be a Kingdom Blade penalty, so the Crimson Tide get the power play on a holding call to Kennedy Perrigo. At the 7:54 mark, Spaulding gets their shot here to go on the power play. Defensive pairing is Thayer with Lunt. Harrington on the draw with French and Ellie Parker. Here's Thayer with a shot. That deflected off a Kingdom Blade player. Allison French in the corner. French with Harrington. Gets it over to Ellie Parker. Parker carries the puck. Gives it over to Lainey Thayer. Thayer lets a shot go. That goes off the glove of Taylor Blaze. Now it's Ellie Parker again. Parker gets around one player. Parker trying to cut in, but the puck is taken away. Backhander by Thayer is going to go on a Kingdom Blade stick, and they're able to clear it out. Lunt will get there first for the Crimson Tide. She will work it around to Thayer. Spaulding will start again on the power play. Ruby Harrington has the puck stripped away, though, by Randy Fortin. Thayer trying to go off the boards. Crimson Tide will just fire it down and chase as French fires it down. Bouncing puck is kept in by Lunt. Was looking for French, but it went off her stick. Parker in back of the net. Parker still with the puck. Tough angle, looking for French in front for a couple of whacks at it. Goaltender is down. A third chance is just wide of the net. Spaulding can't convert on the power play. 43 to go. And this bouncing puck is going to be taken away. Lainey Thayer, though, as you thought Ella Blaze was going to go end-to-end, Thayer took that puck right away from her. Another penalty coming up for the Blades as goaltender Bach comes out. And with 16 seconds to go on this power play, Crimson Tide will get a short 5-on-3. 6:10 to go. You can see kind of the skirmish in the corner. Are they calling two? Okay, wait a minute here. They may be calling two. The referee signaling a trip. So there was not a, I'm kind of correcting this, there was not a Kingdom Blade penalty. It looks like trip on Laney Thayer. Spaulding bench wasn't aware of that because they had the goaltender coming out. So we misread that one, but I think the Spaulding bench did too. Is now, anyway, we're going to play 4-on-4 for a short time, and then the Kingdom Blades go on a power play. Centering pass is knocked down. Here's another shot, and Bach gets the save and covers up the puck as Brooklyn Swanier had a golden scoring opportunity. 1 second will tick off, and then the Blades will go on a power play for about 1:40. As Laney Thayer is in the box for tripping. Face-off win for the Blades. Rivard goes back to Tanner. Tanner works it down low to Goudreau, back to Rivard, to Tanner. Her shot is knocked down. It's a bouncing puck in front of the net. Ella Blaze picks up the puck, and her shot is deflected. Now again they go back to Tanner. Tipped away by the Crimson Tide, and here's a break for Ellie Parker. Parker cuts around and loses the puck as she's coming in. Ellie Parker made one move. She cut the far side, actually had a step on the Kingdom Blade player shorthanded, but then lost it on the way in. 56 to go on the power play, only 5:02 to go in the third period. Crimson Tide need one to tie it up. Now puck is stolen and back of the net. Here's Pelletier going back for Ruby Harrington, trying to get a shot off. It's going to be backhanded out. Harrington gets there first. Harrington battling with Mosher. Ruby Harrington stops, reverses around, gets it over to Lund. Lund off the boards, it's kept in by Mosher. And it's going to deflect out of play into the Crimson Tide bench. Still 21 to go on the power play. And the Tide will get Thayer back. Swanier and Harrington on the draw. Blades on the power play. Cutting through, trying to backhand that over to, I think, Kennedy Pergo. Now a shot is wide of the net. Mosher tries to dig it out. There's a shot saved by Bach as they set that one up. Nice setup there for Brooklyn Swanier. One of only a few seniors on this squad. They won the state championship a year ago, or excuse me, they were runner-ups in D2 a year ago without a senior. This is the entire team came back except one 8th grader that went to prep school. And they're still fairly young this year. Now a shot from the point. There's a rebound as Bach comes up with a nice save on the Rivard shot. Penalized player is back on. Under 4 minutes to go, third period. And there's jamming. Ref is going to call something. We're going to have to wait until the players get up and we see what he's going to call. I don't know if he's going to call a penalty on the Blades or... It's a trip on Goudreau, who is not happy in the penalty box. Isabel Goudreau, who is the goal scorer in the game, tripped up Thayer. So the Crimson Tide get a power play with 3:42 to go. Harrington on the draw. Thayer's shot is deflected. Harrington again tries to throw it out front. Now one defender back. Here's the Crimson Tide. Harrington tried to get that over to French. Ellie Parker will skate in for it. Parker is bumped off the puck by Griffith. Griffith in back of the net. Griffith tumbles as collides with French. Now here's Gracie Lunt. Lunt at the point. Tries to get a shot through for a redirect. Gets it on the stick of French. Couldn't spin around and get the shot off. As Lunt got that to Allison French in front of the net on the power play. 1:10 to go on this power play. Lunt keeps it down low. Tried to get it over to Parker. Now Ellie Parker throws it back to the point. Thayer is able to get it. Thayer had Harrington open. Couldn't connect on that pass. Again, Lainey Thayer with a shot. Goes to the weak side, and Ellie Parker could not get the shot off. A couple of just misses for the Crimson Tide. 44 to go on the power plays. They're trying to tie it up. As we're going to get another penalty call. This one is going to go on the Tide for holding. So with 2:16 to go, not what the doctor ordered for the Crimson Tide is Ellie Parker will go for a hold. We'll play 4-on-4 hockey for about 35 seconds, barring any goal scoring. And then to close this game, it'll be difficult for the Crimson Tide as Coach Dave Lawrence is going to call a timeout. It'll be difficult for Coach Dave Lawrence and his crew to get anything going late, but if they do, obviously, even though they are shorthanded, they will attempt to pull the goaltender as he will chat to his crew, set up a play here. So again, to kind of set the timetable on this one, we'll play 4-on-4. There is 35 seconds on the penalty to Isabelle Goudreau, and then once that expires, we'll be under the 2-minute mark. And the Crimson Tide do lose one of their better players for the final 2 minutes. One of their speedier players, that is junior Ellie Parker. So Dave Lawrence right now chatting things up, getting the players he wants he wants out there, as well as Sean Mosher at the bench for the Kingdom Blades, lining up their plays. Again, we take a week off from high school hockey for the Christmas holiday, but we're back here at the Barrie BOR for a doubleheader next Saturday. Girls action at 3:15. Doesn't get any easier for both the girls and the boys as the girls go up against BFA. The Comets come to town next Saturday, and it is a BFA Bob Whites taking on the Spaulding boys team. The girls game is the 3:15 start, and the boys will play after that. Swinier to take the draw for the Kingdom Blades against Ruby Harrington. Again, 4-on-4 hockey for 35 seconds. And Spaulding will try to get something going. They do have Allison French around center ice, but it's Alexandria Mosher going all the way back into her zone. And now we'll speed it out. The speedy Mosher cuts in, trying to go end to end. The puck, she loses it off her stick though as she gets all the way into the Crimson Tide zone. Goudreau is out of the penalty box, so the Blades are on a power play with 1:35 to go. Now it's Sarah Tanner. Tanner works it over to Waterman. Waterman throws it toward the front of the net. Crimson Tide trying to do anything they can, shorthanded, to get it out of the zone. Blades are happy to just keep it pinned up against the boards and let time tick away with 1:14 to go. Centering pass, here's Allison French. French trying to do with a self-pass off the boards, but it's going to go back to center ice. Into the final minute, Crimson Tide will get Ellie Parker back with about 15 to go period, but that's it. 51 to go. Shot's knocked down by the official. And the Kingdom Blades happy to just fire it down into the Crimson Tide zone. Lainey Thayer along the boards. Morgan Rivard's shot is wide. And Spaulding's going to take another penalty. Gracie Lunt is going to go into the penalty box. With 29 to go. Crimson Tide will be down 2. With 29 to go, you're down 2 players. Not looking good for a comeback. Stranger things have happened, but it is not looking good for the Crimson Tide here. 29 to go. It is a 5-on-3. As I mentioned, Ellie Parker will come out with a few seconds left in the game. Here's Morgan Rivard. Gets only a piece of the shot from the point. Ella Blaze tries to center it right out front. Brooklyn Schwanier's shot is wide of the net. Jammed up against the boards with the period winding down. Player out of the box. Ellie Parker was out of the box. I don't think Lainey Thayer saw her and couldn't get that pass off the boards. And the game is going to come to an end. For the Kingdom Blades, they are celebrating. They have not defeated the Crimson Tide in a long time. And they come away with a hard-fought 1-0 victory over the Spaulding Crimson Tide. But considering the team that Spaulding has, with so many players lost last season to graduation and to prep school departures, all in all, I think for the most part, Spaulding should be happy with this one. They do not score a goal. They drop a 1-0 game, but they play them tough here at the Barry BOR. We will recap the scoring, and if we have time, maybe we'll take a look at the only goal of the game. We played basically about 2 periods of hockey until we finally saw the puck go in the net. It was very late in the second period that we did finally see a goal in this one. And it was right after kind of a flurry of Spaulding Crimson Tide activity. The Crimson Tide put some pressure on, and then the puck was at center ice, and it was picked up by Isabel Goudreau, and she buries it. Well, it was a very pretty play by Isabel Goudreau, who the puck was at center ice, and she moved a little bit to, I believe, her left and fired the shot off on Gabrielle Bach, who had a very good game for the Spaulding Crimson Tide. And that was basically the only goal of the game. It came with 43 seconds to go in the second period. And here it is right here. Sniped it. So the Spaulding Crimson Tide, to recap the scoring, just 1 goal in the game. It came with 43 seconds to go in the second period. It was Isabel Goudreau scoring from Ella Blaze and Randy Fortin. Time now to take a look at our tournament specialties player of the game. And for the Spaulding Crimson Tide, for this one, I'm going to give it to the freshman goaltender, Gabrielle Bach, who is one of the Northfield players on the squad, and she definitely kept her team in this game. Spaulding was outshot, so congratulations going out to Gabrielle Bach. She is our tournament specialties player of the game. I'd like to thank our broadcast crew, Ben Brown on camera and Michael Deering, our producer. Once again, our final score, the Crimson Tide drop 1 to the Kingdom Blades as the Blades defeat the Spaulding Crimson Tide by a score of 1-0. Have yourself a very Merry Christmas, and we will be back with you next Saturday just before the New Year's weekend for more high school hockey action.